Why are so many people leaving the UK, including me? Let's talk about it. More than 500,000 people have left the UK last year, which is 11% increase from the year before. And not only that, the rich people are also leaving. The UK has lost nearly 10,000 millionaires in 2024 alone. So what is going on? So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact reasons why many people, including myself, choose to ditch the UK. And hopefully this can help you decide if the UK or London is worth it for you. Take a look at this. A tiny one-bed, one-bath apartment here in Mayfair costs £4,000 a week. That is £16,000 a month. You may argue, oh well, this Mayfair, of course, is going to be expensive. Well, then take a look at the supposed to be more affordable neighborhoods like Bexley. The rent for a one-bedroom flat there, on average, can cost £1,500 a month. And that is like an hour away from London by train. The average net income of a full-time employee here in the UK is about £3,000 a month. So if you're paying like £1,500 at minimum on rent, that's like half of your salary gone before you even pay for groceries, transportations, and anything else. Speaking of groceries, the average UK household spends about £3,745 per year and roughly £4,166 spent dining out at a restaurant. So that's more than £659 a month just on food. Transportation is another thing. Apparently, the tube is like the most expensive underground system in the world. A one-way ride costs £290. And if you want to try the famous London Black Cab for even just 10 minutes, that's going to cost you £1,280. Even the 30 minutes bike sharing, it's going to cost you £680. And in terms of utilities, well, expect to pay around £100 to £200 a month on things like electricity, water, and heating. So when you add them all up, food, transportations, utilities, and stuff like that, you're looking at a monthly expense that can easily exceed £3,000 a month. Forget about saving, having emergency fund, or even going on vacation, because most of your money will be gone before your next paycheck. And as a solopreneur like myself, my income fluctuates. One month I could be making like $10,000. The other month could be less than $1,000. And with the current exchange rate, earning in dollars and spending it in pounds just doesn't make sense for me. Here's the thing, when the cost of living is this high, your quality of life takes a hit as well. Yes, London has everything. Fancy restaurants, cool events, interesting people, and freaking palaces like this. But what's the point when you can't enjoy any of that? Most days, I have to cook at home instead of eating out at nice restaurants. I have to take public transport instead of taking a cab. And I barely do any shopping anymore because I'm just so guilty of spending money on anything other than basic needs. Like, I would love to redo my hair or treat myself to a nice spa or massage, but I just can't justify £300 on a balayage or like £100 on a massage because I know for a fact that the same thing would have cost a third of that in places like Bali, for example. I am in this constant saving mindset all the time, and over time it just wears you down. And I'm not alone. So there's a study from 2024 show that more and more people felt low satisfaction with their life compared to 5 years ago. And the main reason for that is due to stress from high living costs. And then there's weather. I know it sounds so small, but trust me, it affects everything. During winter months, it gets dark at like 3:30 p.m. and it's constantly cold, wet, gloomy every single day. And even now, like almost the end of May, and I'm still wearing a jacket. And that can seriously affect your mood. Most of the time, I felt tired, unmotivated, and honestly, depressed. As a result of that, you just wanted to stay in and rot until summertime, which is only like 1 or 2 months out of the year. Nearly 40% Brits are considering moving abroad, cited weather as one of the key reasons. I hate this weather, seriously. You think that in a country with one of the highest tax burdens in the world, their public services will be solid, right? Well, not exactly. Let's start with healthcare. So NHS, which is basically the public healthcare system here in the UK, it's under serious pressure. If you're sick right now and you need treatment, good luck, because your wait time is gonna be at least 18 weeks. And there are currently over 3 million people in the queue waiting. And then there's education. Maybe think twice before sending your kids to school here, because primary teacher recruitment target missed by the biggest gap on record. That means bigger class sizes, fewer teachers, and more stress across the board. Local services are taking a hit too. Take Medway Council, facing a £28 million budget gap last year. When the local council runs out of money, what's gonna happen? They will cut the budget on stuff that will actually affect your day-to-day. Libraries, social programs, garbage collections, and public parks. Okay, but why are the rich also leaving the UK? So last year, nearly 10,000 millionaires packed up and left. These are the people who can actually afford the lifestyle here, but why do they choose not to stay here? Well, tax. There used to be this thing called non-dom tax breaks, which lets wealthy individuals from foreign countries to avoid paying for UK tax on any income that they earn overseas. Starting this year, that's gone. Now, these people are getting taxed on everything, including their global assets. Even the wealthy Brits are leaving as well. Why? Because the UK has become one of the highest tax countries for business owners and high earners. For example, the highest tax rate is 45%. Let's say if you make £10 million, the government will straight away take almost half of it. Would you want to stay? So yeah, when the millionaires are even like, nah, I'm out of here, you kind of have to ask yourself what that says about where things are going. Look, I'm not making this video to bash the UK. I think it does have a lot to offer, but it's just not worth it for me at this stage of my life. I don't know, maybe I'll come back in the future, maybe not, but at this stage of my life, I don't think it's worth it. I want to feel free, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, and right now, I just don't feel that here. If you're thinking about moving to the UK or staying, I hope this gives you something real to think about.